If you don't have Fox, and you don't have a well-built Mont, but you have Jonker, this video is for you. So the special effect here is the same as the other side. You will share more stats from your navigator, so 30%. Then when you do a weakness damage, you gain a final damage increase. Boss gimmick itself, nothing crazy. It's just some sort of like targeting. So for like, I think 2 turns, the boss will target one of your teammate. Then all 4 of them will attack that teammate. So a healer is recommended here. Or if you have Soy available, you can use Soy instead, which can redirect with skill 3. And the reason why we're using Jonker and not An is because we have a weakness here. I haven't tried An myself, but I don't think An will do better than Jonker, because An has 1 resist, Jonker also has 1 resist, but Jonker has 1 weakness, and Jonker generally just is better because of extra action. But extra action is a little bit difficult to pull off for this boss, because the boss cannot reduce the HP, because the boss will always be at full HP, so you cannot gain the stack from just dealing damage. If you have a well-built Mont, you can use over Jonker instead. I think a well-built Mont might be able to score better, but I tried Mont myself. I was only getting like 2 million points. Maybe I don't have good rotation, maybe my teammates are not that good, but like my Mont is really not well built because I'm using Trust and Power set for the card. I don't have the opulence card for her. So if you have like well built Mont, good crit rate, good multiplier, good cards, you might want to consider using her instead because of the 3 times points multiplier. If not, Jonker, not a bad option. Don't expect him to do like crazy numbers because she's not ice type. Revelation card is the hindrance and departure. We have the 5-star weapon set screen. Well, our healer is going to be Marion. So my Marion is A1, so she does have the pierce rate, which is going to be helpful. If you do not have Marion, you can use Sawamoko here, but it also depends. If you have Mesa, then you probably want Sawamoko on the other side. So the other option is going to be either Soy or Rufel. I don't really recommend Rufel here. He doesn't really do that much other than a bit of attack buff. Soy definitely recommend if you don't have Marion and Sawamoko, or you know, one of them you already use on the other side. Then the refresh card, we have Trust Prosperity, 5-star weapon. So for Marion, right, your SP recovery, you need at least 80% hit better so that you can spam skill 3 the entire way. This is assuming you have a 5-star weapon. If you don't have 5-star weapon, you can just use some skill 2, use some skill 3, because 5-star weapon will buff more if you use a skill 3 that has the diagnosis stack. And you get diagnosis stack when your allies HP is low on Marion's turn. So yeah, it depends on your Marion. Then our buffer code is going to be extra useful here because of skill 3, because like I said, Jonker is going to struggle a little bit with extra action, so the skill 3 is going to help him a lot because that gives extra stack, right? Because when you use skill 3 on Jonker's highlight, the highlight itself gives an extra stack of the Wheel Rebellion. Then we have Trust and Power. Five-star weapon is required for the rotation, so you can highlight on the first turn. Stat screen. Our navigator is a Wind, so it also kind of depends on who you want to use the navigator. Maybe you want to try using Futaba here to make everybody weak to curse, then use a Wind or Ryuji or Mesa or whatever. It depends, you know, you can experiment. I haven't experimented myself, but I think Futaba is probably better for Ryuji because you usually want to put your strong characters on the strong side to amplify the points even more. So it's up to you, you can experiment. The Wind is good here for a bit of extra defense debuff. You can buff with skill 3 also. Then Resolve and Label set for a bit of extra defense here, but this one is sadly only for 1 target. So make sure you target the one that is weak to curse using Wind skill 1 so that you can debuff a bit more. Then Jonker will do a bit more to that one guy. I think it was Chikokuten, the one that is weak to curse. 4-star event weapon, stat screen. Then Wonder Dagger, use Ex Machina. Put a curse persona in front. For the first persona is Alice for the signature skill. Then Succubus, we only need the Rebellion above the crit. Then we have Swords for Marakunda, debuff the defense. For turn order, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4 because on one of the turns, Wonder can switch the persona to Succubus and use the highlight. Go to Swords and then use Marakunda. You got everything. Then Marion can use the skill 3. If your Marion has 80% or more SP recovery, I think SP, yeah, more than 80%, then you can spam skill 3 the entire way. If you have the 5-star weapon, Marion 5-star weapon. Then we use a Jonker highlight. So sadly the opponents don't reduce the HP, so the only ways of getting Wheel Rebellion stack is from his highlight and from his skill 1. So it's more difficult to stack it's more difficult to get the extra action. Then you can do a Wind skill 1. Target the one on the most left because you need to curse. You can apply the resolve on label card set debuff. And Alice die for me. Sadly, our HP is still very high, so we don't have the diagnosis stack. So we just use skill 2. Usually you can spam skill 3 entire way. So let's do skill 2 if you don't have the stack. Then do skill 1, make sure you target the most left one. Pray for shock. Very good. You target the left one because it's weak to curse, so you can take more damage. Let me do skill 1. This will give us extra action. Then you do another skill 1. Don't use a skill 3 because you want to stack want to get more Will Rebellion. So I can do more extra action. Doing more extra action is better than using a skill 3. Okay, now we can use a win skill 3. Make sure you target the one that has the highest HP. You don't want to trigger the... You want the HP to be low so that you can trigger the diagnosis stack for Miriam. Then we switch to Succubus, we use a buff highlight. Then we go better than Joker. You can now skill 3. Target Joker. Then we can do a skill 3 core. So also give us Will Rebellion, which is very needed. So I can do another extraction this turn. And do skill 1. Then we use win skill 1. The reason why we use win skill 1 is so that we can maintain the debuff for the entire fight. This will refresh the timer so that there's more debuff for longer. And do skill 1 again. The skill 2 activated at a very bad time because the opponents haven't even moved, so the countdown will be reduced by 1. So last for 1 turn only. Then we do Marakunda again to refresh the defense debuff. We can delay the head a bit because we can use the skill 3 first. Target Joker. And we get the pierce rate. Now we can do a Joker highlight. Then skill 2. And win skill 3. Over skill 1. For this extra action, you can use a skill 3. For the next turn, regardless, we cannot get extra action, so might as well just use a skill 3. Do a bit more damage. Okay, reduce the HP more. Go on the diagnosis. Yeah, should be enough. Then we go Alice. Die for me. Then maybe we can do skill 3. Then do win skill 1. Target the most left one. So I get the label resolve debuff. That's a bit of extra damage. Then we do a skill 1, also target the left one. Oh, nice. Forward highlight. Then skill 1. Sadly, no extraction for this one. unfortunately. But I don't think there's any way to force extraction here. We only have one stack. If we use skill 1 last turn, it's gonna be 2 stacks only. Then Rebellion. Skill 3. And we'll use skill 3 also. And Court skill 3. Damage 300k plus. Oh, 333, that's a nice number. Then do skill 1, so give us extra action. And then can do a highlight. And the final skill 3. 2.9. Yep. 2.9. $2.9 million with Joker, that's the decent score.